تعمل ايه؟ Yeah. Hello, I'm Shahd, and let's begin by addressing Ahmed's question. Do we actually need AI expert to build an AI model? Let's first see the journey from segmentation to building an AI model. First, radiologists collect the data and ensure its quality, and then perform manual segmentation, and finally transfer the data to the AI team to develop and deploy an in-house model. But this process often turns into a headache for radiologists, involving endless back and forth feedback and data transfer. Now imagine, what if AI engineer could empower radiologists to build their own model without this hassle? To answer that, we need to understand the key steps of building an AI model. First, we need annotated data, and then we can perform suitable pre-processing for its fingerprint, and finally select the appropriate model and begin training. In simple terms, during training, the model learns characteristics of specific organ or lesion so that later it can automatically apply a annotation mask to new unseen data samples. Now the important question, how we can support radiologists in each of these steps without requiring any AI expertise. Let's start with the data annotation stage. Volumetric segmentation is very time-consuming for radiologists, and it can take up to 2 hours to fully annotate just a single case. But what if radiologists could create this volumetric segmentation in just a few clicks, taking no more than a minute? This is exactly what we offer in Cube AI software application with our assisted segmentation feature. Here you can see the viewer displaying the case we want to annotate. On the right panel, under the Auto Segmentation tab, we can select one of the interactive models. Interactive means that with minimal clicks, we can interact directly with the volume to segment the desired organ or lesion. I will choose positive point option. Positive point indicates that the organ we click on should be included in the segmentation. We can also choose box for the same purpose. I will click, for example, on the lung, and it will be segmented immediately. However, notice in this slide there is over-segmentation. The heart was included along with the lung, and that is where negative points comes in. By adding a negative point, we remove the unwanted region. And now our slice is properly segmented. We can also add new object by clicking on Add Object button. But do we need to repeat this process slice by slice to achieve a volumetric segmentation? The answer is no. All we need is to click on Propagate button, and the information is transferred from one slice to the entire volume. Second option in Auto Segmentation tab is to select one of the automatic models. These models are ready to segment a specific organ or lesion, or you can even choose your own previously trained model. With just one click on Run button, we obtain the 3D segmentation instantly. And now we have seen the first step of building an AI model can be achieved without requiring any AI expertise. And remember when I mentioned that you can choose automatic models that you previously trained? This brings us to the next question, how do we actually create a model?
Okay. Hello everyone, I am Shahd Molahmoud, and now let's continue our journey of building an AI model. Okay. Let's continue our journey of building an AI model. As you have just seen, we have completed the data annotation process. What once required a lot of time and deep expertise now can be done in just a few clicks, quickly and easily. And now we'll need to And now we'll need to continue to our next steps. We'll need to do data processing, model selection, training, and others. All these steps fall into the hands of AI specialists. This process requires a lot of time and requires deep expertise and intensive resources. And even in the best conditions, it requires significant time. But if something goes wrong, if something goes wrong, we will need to recreate the process from scratch again. But with QAI, we have simplified everything. We have put all the entire model segmentation lifecycle into the hands of the radiologist, safely inside the hospital, so they can train their own models fully on themselves without needing any technical expertise. So now returning to Shahd's question, how can a model be created? And do we really need, radiologists need technical expertise to develop an AI model? The answer is yes. The answer is no, with QBI. On our platform, we have made it the radiologists can annotate images even manually or with our assisted segmentation tools feature. And they also can assign training data and create segmentation model and start training in just a few simple steps. So how can radiologists create segmentation model? And how can QBI address this? QBI uses a self-configuring model, a self-configuring pipeline that automatically adapts to the data fingerprint, meaning that the system automatically understands the nature of the data and adjusts according to it. So radiologists don't need to worry about all this technical complexity. It all happens in the background. And here comes the best part. If you have only 5 annotated cases, you can train a model. You can start training an effective model and also continue improving it over time. This is what we offer in our workflow pipeline feature in QBI. So let's start working on creating a workflow. First, we create a workflow and name it, say liver, this is the name of our model. So the model will be trained to segment liver only. And then we need to select multiple studies to add to the workflow. Now the studies has been added, and we will notice that they aren't annotated yet. So we will use our assisted segmentation tools and features we have mentioned before. So we can generate segmentations, create labels, and name them. And now our data becomes annotated. We will repeat the steps for the remaining studies. And now we can start the training. And now we can start training. To start the training, first we will assign a label. Say we will make it liver. And once the training configuration is done, we will start training. Before starting the training, a summary for the training configuration is set. If it's okay, we will continue, and if there are problems, we can cancel it. And now the training progress is shown in the bar below. And also the performance metric for the model is shown below. After the training finishes, the model is deployed automatically to the data bank and now is ready to be used without any extra effort. So now radiologists can complete the entire process of building an AI model without needing any technical expertise or any need for the AI specialist. So we have achieved our goal. What once was costly, time-consuming, and resource-intensive now can all accessible in our platform QBI. I'm Miram Mahmoud, senior biomedical engineering student at Cairo University, and I have worked with this project with my teammates, Ahmed, Shahd, Ibrahim, and Mustafa. This work was carried out under the supervision of Dr. Mina Makaria and Dr. Hussein Rouidi, to whom we owe our deepest thanks. And now to let you experience it firsthand, we have available versions on our devices, so you can try it out. And we are also open for any discussions or any feedbacks. Thanks.
انا اشوفه لك طيب اشوفه لك يا دكتور وريني كده ثانية بس عشان هو اصلا ما يبقاش عندي ثانية واحدة. ماشي بسم الله. اوكي on the screen. Okay. Shahd and Miran has discussed with us the pipeline of how to make the radiologist can make a AI model. Okay. I will go through a 3-minute demo. I'll show you in practical session how do we make this models. Okay. Okay. Let's say that I want to make an AI model that can segment the kidney. Okay. First, I'll create the workflow with kidney 2. Okay. Create. You can find here that the workflow is empty right now. We need to add studies for this workflow. Okay. We will select here to add the kidney. There we have our study. Okay. Now we need to annotate this study or this volume to make our AI model and make the data ready for the training for the AI model. Okay. Let's set firstly the contrast. Okay. And I will choose one of the models here. I will choose an interactive, this model, and I will set my point here. Okay. And we'll start run. Actually, here in the model bank, we have too many models. Okay, deep edit, localization, interactive SAM, vertebra. These models actually are foundational models, and the foundational model is the model that, like, it have never seen this data before. Okay, but it can segment or can help the radiologist to segment and make the segmentation process faster. Can finish the segmentation in just 3 or 4 minutes. Whether we can load, okay, because it have reset one. We will find here the segmentation is saved actually with kidney. And there is the segmentation. We will set the contrast and find the segmentation is ready here. Okay, and we have the label is uploaded. You can upload the label here. Sorry, save. Okay. Actually, because the segmentation didn't finish yet. Okay. After the finishing of the annotation, okay, we will start the training. We will set the labels here, and we choose the models if it's 3D or 2D, and we will start the training. Okay. I'm not going to start the training now because the training it takes many hours or many days like that. Okay. So we have a ready result, yani. The result here was the model for prediction, and the model was the segmentation spleen. Okay, this model was trained previously. I trained it. Okay, for segmentation, the spleen organ. We can use this model by running it. Okay, and it will, like in 3 or 4 minutes, it will give us the prediction of the spleen organ. Yeah. Thank you. Actually, the rest of the session is practical. يعني هي السيشن متوقفة على حضراتكم، فحضراتكم كنتوا تشرفونا هنا. هو السيستم جاهز، يعني ممكن لو تيجوا تجربوه تشوفوه معانا يعني. بس ده بقى السيشن بإذن الله. شكرا.
السلام عليكم. الحقيقه بحب اشكر الفريق اللي اشتغل الشغل ده الجميل ده. الحقيقه الورك ده كان بقاله تقريبا سنتين. احنا بدانا مع فريق جامعه القاهره دكتور مينا مكاري، وكان الحقيقه كان شغل الحمد لله ناجح يعني كتير جدا. وزي ما شفتوا عملنا شغل سيجمنتيشن اوف نيوروبلاستوما، والفريق كمان عمل بروجريشن اكتر كمان، وعملنا الكيوب، عملوا الكيوب اي اي ده. وفعلا انا بحب اشكرهم جدا جدا على المجهود ده. وكان معانا فريق ممتاز، دكتوره اسراء ودكتور محمد عادل ودكتور ودكتور خالد ابو الفتوح. والفريق كمان كان الحمد لله كان فريق ناجح جدا من المدرسين المساعدين والنواب معانا. وان شاء الله يعني يكون في بروجريشن احسن، وان شاء الله ممكن حضرتك تجربوا الكيوب اي اي مع الفريق. وبرحب بقى مع الدكتوره علياء. اهلا بحضرتك يا دكتوره علياء، استاذ في جامعه القاهره. وشكرا للفريق جدا، وشكرا لكل المساهمين فيه. شكرا لكم. تحبوا تجربوا الموديل مع الشباب؟